I think that you know, listeners especially appreciate when we can provide low E, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk about low T.
Nobody's talking
Mostly
about
in
E.
the media that I consume, right? Because I'm a Chad, and therefore I must consume all the media about betas.
T, etc.
Yeah, about T, about B, about I don't know what else. Something.
Liver.
Probably P, probably urine,
Oh yeah,
and
probably
also
P.
penis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
pretty
yeah.
much
Yeah.
both.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
All the big ones and little ones, as the case may be, depending on the size of vehicle one needs to own or how fast
Well,
one needs
as
to
a
drive.
Chad, though.
No, yeah, as a Chad, I mean, obviously it's all it's advertised and more. I don't know. I'm a terrible Chad.
No, you're doing
But yeah,
great.
look, but most podcasts are high E, or
Yeah.
they're like professional low E. I speak mostly of like
Oh,
your NPR sort of
your
stuff, right? Where it's like
NPRs.
it's not high E, it's usually low E,
Right.
but it's pro low E.
It's a sustained E.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
very consistent E.
It's a managed E. It's a drip E. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, here's the thing. You need some E, but if we give you too much E right now,
You're going to spend it all in one
you
place.
might get scared out. Yeah. You're gonna blow your E. You're walking around E on like gum and crypto. Don't do that.
Probably crypto,
Hold on
yeah.
to your E. Yeah,
Hold on to your E.
you gotta hold on to your E. So
on to
I
your
will be
E.
doing that. But I think that specifically this episode, but every episode being the most amateur low E. Let's not say
Yeah.
amateur, actually. Independent low
There
E.
you
'Cause
go.
it's not that
DIY low
it's,
E.
it's not that we're amateurs. We're very good
We're
at what we
indie.
do. We're just indie, yeah.
Smart.
We're the podcast that you were listening to before you even listened to podcasts.
That's us from 2021.
Exactly. And everyone knows podcasts began becoming popular in 2023 at the earliest.
Yeah, that's my understanding for sure. Yeah.
The whole landscape is liars talking about, oh, we've been doing this show for 15. No, you haven't.
Sure.
That's an awful lot of E for a podcaster, is what I would say to that person.
Yeah. Oh, you must be
You've been
managing
doing
that
it for
E.
15 years? That seems like you've got a lot of E. And
A
people
lot
don't
of
like
E. Listeners, we're sleepy.
We're sleepy. So there's going to be potentially low E, but high T.
Oh, no. Actually, yeah, I did have my testosterone tested and it's stupid high. So.
Well, and we're also going to have chamomile at the appropriate hour.
Oh, and
Cucumber
tea
sandwiches.
Tea is a thing in baseball. You tea
It sure is. Especially if you were a young baseballer.
T-ball.
You're gonna be you want to hit off the T because you don't want the P to throw the B at Y.
Whoa. I agree.
That's right. Ahoy, listeners. This is Debut Buddies. It's a fortnightly podcast about firsts. My name is Nate. I'm one of the buddies.
I'm Kelly. I'm another buddy.
And this week, instead of taking you out to the ball game, you should take us out because we always come up with the great date ideas. Where are you in this relationship?
We just want this to feel even. And also, we're sweepy.
Sweepy, take us out to the ball game. Buy us some peanuts. As long as we're not allergic.
As
And
long
some
as we're not
Cracker
allergic.
Jack. But the kind that had a real prize in it, not just these stupid little stickers or tattoos or QR codes that you now.
No, if I have to scan a QR code, I'm suing.
You will definitely care if you never go back.
Yeah, I'll intentionally not be going back. I'll be furious.
That's right.
Oh, no, in the song Going Back is leaving the ball game, right? It's going home.
It's returning to the real world, to the regular world, because
I'll be returning to the real world.
you're already there, inarguably. I think.
Oops.
Yeah, listeners, this is all to say that we're going to be talking about the first walk-up song in baseball history, and we're going to be doing that today together on this podcast.
Are you excited? You know what is occurring to me now is I got really invested in the woman who is credited as doing walk-up songs first, and then I got interested in what the like royalty rights are today. And it has occurred to me, I don't really know what the first walk-up song was. Nate, what was it?
Oh, well, we're gonna get there. We'll get to
Okay.
that. I want to tell the whole story to get to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But before we do that, I think there's two pieces of business we have to take care of. Business one is, well, actually, there's three pieces. Business one, listeners, nobody sent us an email since our last episode.
Rude.
We had meat beef. You didn't respond to us by email. And so we don't have anything to read here. And that's kind of a bummer.
To be fair, that episode isn't out yet.
Well, let's not pierce the veil here. We're supposed to maintain a sense that this is all fantasy. But you're right. I was a little high E there, coming in hot.
Little high E, little high T. Let's bring them both down.
You know what we could go for, though, is a nice refreshing high C.
Ooh, I would love a high C, dude.
Right?
Are those carbonated?
I think not, because they came in
I
like
think
a
not.
box,
They're the powder, right?
Yeah, it was the powder
they're-
version, and you could get the juice box
Okay.
kind. And yeah, and I assume it was marijuana and emergency was
That's
the
right.
contents of that. Yeah.
That's correct. Yes,
Yeah.
that's my understanding as well. Yeah.
It always would mellow us kids out, but we never got sick.
Low E.
And we used to drink from the hose because we were latchkey kids and we turned out fine. So how dare anyone have it different?
I'm deeply troubled, but I don't think it was the hose's fault.
No,
I don't think that really played a ton of the part in it.
I feel like I'm leaning way too far into this bit of me having this particular algorithm of content that I'm going to do. So we're gonna walk this back a little bit. Speaking of walks, one of the many things that can occur in a baseball game. So we're gonna talk about walk-up songs. Kelly, how familiar are you with walk-up songs as a concept? What's your history with walk-up songs?
You know, when I think of walk-up songs, I do have to stop you, and then I want to answer this. You said we had three pieces of business.
Oh, we sure do. Yeah.
We're holding on to the other two?
Well,
or is this part of it?
This is the second.
This is
piece
part
of
of it.
business. And the
This is
third
the
piece of
second piece.
business will follow this piece. Yeah, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I didn't continue because I wanted to lower the T or the E.
Got it. The E. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
We'll
it.
keep the
Okay.
T where it is.
So, you know, when I thought of walk-up songs, the first thing I thought of was professional wrestling, not baseball.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Prominent place.
Not that I even have a ton of experience with that either. Like, here's my experience with professional wrestling is I used to memorize wrestler names so that I could challenge people in bars to list more wrestlers than me. But I never really watched it.
Sounds right.
And then I guess, honestly, if you had asked me to list all the places where walk-up songs are important, not sure I would have ever gotten to baseball. I see now that how wrong I was, but I'm not a sports girly.
Wrestling is a really good context for them, obviously.
Yeah.
John Cena, very famous walk-up song.
What is it?
It's the like.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. It's fun. And then somebody says, his name is John Cena. Anyway,
Whoa, fun.
this is also the limits of my wrestling knowledge. I don't have a whole lot of wrestling knowledge.
Yeah, I don't. I have none except for
As
lists
covered
of names.
when we talked about the first professional wrestling that happened.
So fun though.
Not a lot
what
of
a great
not
episode.
a lot of background because I wasn't raised on it.
No,
You know,
it was a low T household.
low T household. Yeah. We're doing all the tea is getting distributed to different activities was really the situation. So, yeah, for me, walk-up songs, I kind of alluded to this at the end of the last episode, but I've always, like, for as long as I've been a baseball fan, like, walk-up songs have existed because they pretty much coincide with my, preteen years.
Yeah.
And I've always just enjoyed the idea. Like, there's something that's very just activating and things about, like, okay, you're going to step in to bat, and there's going to be a theme for you. And the fans are going to think of you that way. You're going to get riled up. It's going to set the tone for the kind of player you are. It's a lot like how, this podcast, other podcasts, you listen to somebody talk for a long time and you think that you know who they are, but you don't really. Like
Yeah.
I I've been talking to you for what, like 10 years? I have no idea who you are.
None at all. No.
Yeah, it's
No.
deeply confusing. But I have all these delusions about who you are and how close we are as
Oh
friends
yeah. I
because
imagine you for
yeah,
sure.
oh sure, yeah, yeah. We are both manifestations of each other's just twisted
Yeah.
minds.
Yeah. We're agregores.
But I think that's the thing. Like these baseball walk-up songs were like, oh, this guy like has a down home country song, or this person has this thing. And you would relate immediately to the player based on that, right? There's a lot of
Yeah.
goodwill that's purchased with a walk-up song that one, like it creates I think yeah, it creates a connection, but I think it also creates this differentiation, this individualism about the players too. Because
Yeah.
if you're not a big baseball fan, and you don't know who everybody is in the lineup, if you're going to a game to have a fun day at the ballpark, you don't really have a good sense of like, well, why is this guy better than this guy or whatever, right? You're not paying attention to, batting average or OBS or whatever, like you're not doing any stuff. You're not crunching the
Especially
numbers.
right. And especially like when this took off in the mid 90s, this is before social media. Like you're not seeing the I almost said characters, the players outside of the game. Really, like you might hear them in an interview briefly. You might see them in an interview briefly, but like today you're seeing them on the TikTok or whatever, on Instagram or whatever. So like, especially when this was taking off, the music was like the only form of individuality they had to express themselves. And it's crazy that they weren't even picking the songs to start.
Yeah, spoilers, but that
Yeah,
is the
sorry,
case.
spoilers.
The other interesting thing, like baseball was one of the slower sports to allow for free agency, which is a way that players sort of end up saying, like, I'm actually really good and I deserve to make more money. For a long time, I think up through the early 80s, like players were pretty much owned by whatever team drafted them. Like
That sucks.
they could just refuse to pay you more money, and you would either have to quit baseball or just take whatever they gave you. And there was
That
very
sucks.
little sort of negotiation and stuff. And then collective bargaining starts happening, and you get free agency as a consequence of that, thanks to like Vida Blue and Reggie Jackson and a few other players on the A's in the 70s and early 80s who really like push for this. But yeah, there's no individual branding. Like you have baseball cards, that's your thing. That's
Oh,
literally the
the
thing that
cards, of
identifies you.
course. Yes, of course.
But the card is really like, this is one photo of you, and this is how you did last year.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like my favorite book is.
I mean, the walk-up song really is like full on engagement sort of branding
Yeah.
kind
No,
of
I
stuff.
agree. I totally agree.
So that's business the second. Business the third is, and I'm going to give you a moment. I already prepared mine, but the question is,
Oh.
what would your walk-up song be, Kelly?
How about you go first while I think?
Great. I have four options because
Well, come on now.
because we're gonna be talking about a specific player who had multiple options for a period of time.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah. So in the spirit of that player to be named later, that's a baseball business. That's a sports business joke. Player to be named
Okay.
later.
Got it.
Means,
Okay.
It means we're trading you, but we didn't say it's you yet. It's just gonna be someone,
I see.
and you could be
Okay.
named later.
Can't wait.
All right. I know. Lower the E.
Sorry. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. Woo. It's getting toasty. So my number one option is "In the Meantime" by Space Hog.
I don't know what that is, but I love that band name.
Yeah, it's a great song. You've heard it.
Okay.
It's got a nice guitar riff. It's got a
That's
very
good.
engaging chorus. Perfect
Okay.
for a walk-up song kind of thing. My second option is the song "Be Sweet" by Japanese Breakfast, which is relatively new. It's a dancier kind of. It's like an electro indie pop dancey track. Um,
Okay.
but the lyric, like the chorus lyrics are "Be sweet to me, baby," which I like. As a baseball player, you're like stepping in, and it's kind of you're playing with the pitcher's head a little bit, like, "Come on, be sweet to me." Like,
Oh,
come
okay.
on,
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then on maybe I play in the second game in a doubleheader. I want them to play "This Boy Is Exhausted" by the Wrens.
Oh, that's good. I know this one.
Yeah. Great song, good riff, and it would
And it's
encapsulate the
funny.
reality. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I'm
I'm
sweepy.
sleepy. I got low E. And then the last one I would choose is "Right Down the Line" by Jerry Rafferty. Jerry Rafferty did Baker Street, which is like the saxophone riff song that you probably
Oh,
know.
I
Wah,
probably
wah,
know it.
wah, 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 wah,
Yeah. 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 Got
wah,
it.
wah, wah,
Yep.
wah. Yeah. Um,
That's not the first time we've done this on this show, by the way. We've definitely womped our way through that before.
we sure have. And just, for your fun and mine, Zoom popped up a thing that said playing music question mark with a little icon, and it said set up professional audio and audio settings. So that's
Oh,
fun.
that means we're going to get got. The
well,
copyright, Spotify is going to come for us.
if this one gets removed from YouTube or cannot be monetized, I guess we'll live with that.
Yeah, I guess we'll be fine.
But yeah, Right Down the Line is a good song because it's just got kind of a similar sort of groove. But I like Right
Okay.
Down the Line both as a because that's the chorus. It's both like about, if you hit the ball down the line either way, it's a good chance you're getting double, maybe a triple. So that's a good hit.
Whoa. Okay.
And Right Down the Line is also like the line up. Like we're going right down the lineup. So you came right down the line to
Oh.
me, and I'm gonna go right down the line. See, that's what I'm playing with. So those are my four potential walk-up songs.
Okay. Well, when you first asked, the very first thing that crossed my mind was I'm blue, dabba dee, dabba da. And I don't know why. I don't have a reason for
I
it.
like it, yeah.
I think that my bit brain was just like, that's a funny one. But then I dug a little deeper, and I think a funnier one would be Alice's Restaurant, but insists that we play all 18 minutes
Yes.
and that there are like the anti-capitalist rant is up on the board for the audience to sing along to.
I like this. If you're a starter, you're getting at least 3 at-bats a game, maybe 4. So you are accounting for a full hour of everybody having to hang out.
And they're like, yeah. You can get everything you want at Alice's Restaurant. They're just playing it faster and faster.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in. I think that's excellent. Hell yeah.
And then, I don't know, I've been listening to the new Billie Eilish album a lot lately, which came out a year ago. I guess it's not that new anymore. But that one where she's talking about pretty ladies and how she could eat them for lunch. I think that's a good one.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I think that's good too.
That's just
Especially-
a bop. That one's
mean,
just a
'cause-
bop. That's just a genuine, like, people like this song.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You want to connect with the crowd. It's also intimidating because like you're gonna eat the pitcher for lunch, right? Like,
Yeah, she definitely means a different thing, though.
obviously. Yeah, but I mean, all of my songs mean a different thing.
That's true. That's true.
I think it's all about making it yours because we can do that now.
Yeah. Yeah. Alice's Restaurant at 4x speed, I think is.
So instead of 18 minutes, it would be like 4.5 minutes.
Four and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Still quite a long walk-up song, but
I'll walk slow.
yeah. Well, that's
I'll make a meal of it.
yeah, like Billie Eilish.
Like Billie Eilish.
Perfect. I can feel the E. The E is rising. We're like a wind turbine for each other.
Yeah. We're slowly.
speaking. Just like we're getting turning. That's what
Yeah.
matters.
It's happening.
So the first walk-up song. Let's talk about the first walk-up song.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do it now. So walk-up songs are obviously when the player walks to the plate. Boom. How exciting. Most of baseball history, these don't exist. There are bands at some baseball games.
So fun.
The Boston Red Sox hired like a pep band a few times.
Yeah.
And they also had a fan club called the Royal Rooters, who would also sing songs during Red Sox games.
And root, I assume.
They're rooting. They better root.
They better be rooting. It's in the name.
When you Google Royal Rooters to try to find information about them, you mostly get drain cleaning company.
Plumbers.
Regardless of how you try.
For sure.
But it's the first World Series in 1903 when those Royal Rooters are just belting out songs. So this is the first time that we know that somebody was bringing music to a baseball game.
Love it. 1903, you said?
1903.
Got it.
So over the course of time, this is maybe, people are having this sort of thing. Like people are cheering, people are singing stuff, whatever, but nothing's organized. And then in 1941, the organ makes its debut at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Boom. Somebody's like, they just take this organ out, they slap it on the table. Everybody is in awe.
I could tell that you're doing a bit.
Yeah, they're laying a lot of pipe.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Whew. Okay. Got to raise the E just a little bit.
Yeah. So organs enter baseball. Now they've been,
but specifically at Wrigley Field.
Specifically at Wrigley Field is where the first one happens.
But other places have organs now?
Yeah.
Did at a time?
Pretty much every baseball field now has an organ still. Organs are very popular in contemporary baseball.
Got it. Okay.
And organs were happening in other sports before they came to baseball too.
Oh.
Like hockey had organs first.
Which is so interesting because organs are very temperamental about the temperature.
Yeah. You got
so that seems like the most complicated
cold,
sport.
But not too cold.
Yeah. It seems like the most complicated arena to put an organ in. Okay. True. All right. Interesting.
And I like I see what you did there by saying arena both is like an area in which to engage with something and the place where hockey is played.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I did.
You sure did. It's all E over here. So yeah, organs become this huge sensation. Everybody loves this because now there's music happening and organs are, notoriously loud. That's what they're built for. They're built to project.
Yep. Plus they just sound cool. I love the way an organ sounds.
Yeah, they fucking rule. It's like, it's like, it's got a growl, but it's got a woodwindy sort of brassy sound to it too. You're just like, you're getting like 4 different instruments at the same time.
Yeah, they're cool.
They are.
And a lot of them have like different modes. I don't know. Have you ever had the opportunity to get up close to an organ with an organist? And
an organ has as many switches as like a space shuttle, it appears.
Yeah, it's crazy. There are so many levers and things to pull. It's bonkers. Like, yeah, you interface with like a keyboard, but then there are so many like, but I don't know what they're doing over there.
Yeah, because you have like switches, like toggle switches. They have like pull out things that are kind of like a pinball machine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're wild. I to learn how to play an organ would be honestly maybe that's a class that I would take. Is like if there was like a 1 month long just like fundamentals of playing an organ, and I could
organ
just go
crash course.
Yeah, because I don't need to. I have no designs nor aspirations of becoming like a great organist at this point, but to understand it would feel pretty good because it feels completely inscrutable to me. It's like I get it.
I bet we can find a YouTube video.
I bet we probably could, but there's no time for that now.
There's no time. Listeners, write in dabbybuddies@gmail.com with your favorite organ YouTube video.
Yeah. The pianos are befuddling enough with the pedals.
I know. God, no idea.
Like, there's already
idea
that,
how to do it.
And I know one of the pedals is like a sustain one, but the other one does another.
Is a dampen one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just there's a lot happening. So many
I don't
keys.
know.
88.
I don't play any instruments, so I'm already like, this is impossible. What does organ notation look like with all those? It's like a friggin' bop it back there.
Yeah. It's a bop it that also has 1 million notes that it can play. They're
okay.
Like,
all right.
Yeah.
Darn it. Now I've got a rabbit hole I got to go down.
This is good. You'll have something for next MouthGarf Report. We're going to
Perfect.
dig into organ stuff. But yeah, so organs obviously fascinating to us in 2025. Imagine 1941.
Their minds were blown.
Is in fever pitch, and they're like, hey, a lot of these ball players are off fighting the Nazis. And so,
Oh, yeah.
well, then listen to this organ. And everybody's like, holy shit.
How do we get the money for this? Shouldn't this go to the troops?
Probably.
Well, something for the home team. Huh?
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So all the teams in the league end up getting organs, and they have organ players, and the organ players are starting to get really famous. Like this is becoming.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're getting their 15 minutes. So Eddie Layton was the organist for the New York Yankees at the time, and he, among other organists for major league teams, were actually also touring to other ballparks. So they're like playing concerts.
Oh,
They're like
cool.
getting to do like, oh yeah, I'll do a little Yankee Stadium organ for you here in Chicago or Kansas City.
That's awesome. So they weren't like, this is the house organist. They were like floating organists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
a lot of teams just had their own, right? Because it's a job. We got a game
Yeah.
every like other day, pretty much all summer long.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have this person at our stadium playing. I don't know that they traveled for away games. That seems difficult to
Some
compete
of the
with the home
things-
organist.
Right. Well, I read that they didn't really even do walk-up songs for the competing team.
Oh no,
Like-
yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So like you're not going to be traveling with your organist. You're getting whatever dregs.
yeah. You get whatever,
You're-
you get. And
Yeah.
that's common today. Like if you go to a Rockies game or a Phillies game, whatever, you go to any game at the stadium, the home players get walk-up songs.
Yeah.
It is very rare for an away player to get any sort of recognition other than the PA announcer being like, now batting, number 19, Charlie Blackmon. And that would be it, right? The cool thing is that occasionally, when there was a particularly renowned ball player, maybe in their last season, they're on their like farewell tour before they retire, they would get played places.
Oh, that's nice.
As a kind of like, hey, we recognize your contribution to the game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so let's make sure everybody gives you a shout while you're here too. But yeah, super rare otherwise. So you have all these famous organists now. They're having a great time. Fans are loving it. They're cheering. They're just like, man, they don't even know what to do, right? Because for a while it was like, well, okay, baseball, I got it. I get to sit outside for 3 to 5 hours and
Yeah.
drink a lot of beer. And
Yeah.
I'm wearing all wool all the time because it's the 1940s, so there isn't other types of clothing. And I'm just going to like enjoy this. And we'll probably yell obscenities and slurs because that's what we do.
A lot of
It's the
yeah, a lot of
1940s.
them aren't going to hold up. Yeah. Yeah. Man,
Then suddenly organs.
then suddenly organs. And for a lot of people, my guess is that the only other place they have heard organ music is at church.
True. Yeah. And what is baseball if not a church of its own?
Well, that's sort of what I wondered when they made the organ decision, if that's the brand they were coming for. If they were
say
chasing
so.
that. At least in part.
Yeah.
The loudness probably is the most important aspect, but that had to be like it crossed somebody's mind.
Yeah, you're leaning into what people are used to hearing. And
Yeah.
I love baseball, but baseball is one of the more conservative sports as far as like the players and things like that.
Okay.
I can't say that universally, of course, but like you don't get a lot of activist baseball players who are moderate to left leaning.
Got it.
You got a lot of
Okay.
guys that grow up in the South, they grow up in the Midwest. They're, big burly corn-fed boys and they end up playing baseball. Baseball also
Got
has a
it.
problem where there's just not very many black players anymore, black American players. I mean, there's a lot of Central and South American players and things like that, but it doesn't attract, African Americans to play. And so
Yeah, well, if everybody's going to be a jerk all the time, I wouldn't want to play either.
yeah, it's kind of it's a weird vibe. Though you also had some very important baseball activists, right? I mean, like Jackie Robinson being the first black player to break through
Yeah.
in major sports, and Roberto Clemente, who was a huge, wonderful human being who, did charitable work all over and just died tragically in a plane crash when he was at
Oh,
Canada.
geez.
All that is to say, I could buy the church thing, right? Because baseball was America's pastime for a long time. I think most people agree that football has taken that spot. Just
Yeah.
that more people watch football than watch baseball. More people care about football than care about baseball. There's more money in football than there is in baseball now. But, like, baseball has this baseball has a churchy energy. It's like you're going to do a thing that maybe you don't even really understand why you still do it the same way anymore. Like
No.
Catholicism specifically sort of vibe. Like, wait, why are we speaking Latin? Like we don't have to do that anymore. That's kind of a
No.
holdover from when
In
no one
fact,
could read.
it's a huge burden that this is in Latin.
Right, right. And baseball continues to have umpires, even though they can't call strikes.
Ooh, hot takes coming from the Nate Regolia
bringing
corner.
the E. So teams have organs. They're having a great time. Fans are loving it. And this is the thing until 1970. And that's when
Yeah.
a young woman named Nancy Faust decides, you know what? I like playing organ, and there appears to be a job available with the Chicago White Sox. I guess I could just call and ask if they want me to do it. And guess what the Chicago White Sox say? They say, we want you to do it.
Yeah, for sure. So she had played at like a some sort of event, like maybe it was a charity gala or something, but a bunch of the people involved in baseball were there and had already heard her play. So then when she wrote in and was like, can I play? They were like, sick. Yes, we actually were going to reach out to you about this. Come on in.
Yeah.
And that's so fun. Did you see the little, there's like an announcement about it. I don't remember
clipping?
the little newspaper clipping.
Yeah.
She looks so chipper.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, because she's 23 when she gets this
She's
job.
just a baby.
She's just a fresh faced,
High
blonde haired.
E.
Yeah. So much E. She's sitting there with all that E, just hitting all the keys with her E.
Yeah, dude.
So, and so Nancy Faust is recognized as the first of baseball's organists to play rock and roll, but also
Cool.
to connect what was going on in the field with what was being played. So, like,
Yeah.
to rewind briefly back to the 40s, 50s, and 60s, the organists are playing, they just have standards that they play. They're just playing like, dun, 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 right? That's it. But
Yeah, you're hearing the same 5 songs over and over again.
Yeah. They're playing the standards. Maybe not even the hits. They're just playing the standards.
Yeah.
And it's just background. It's like filler. It's to keep people continuing to be entertained while baseball is not happening, because baseball notoriously doesn't happen very
Slow.
quickly. Yeah.
It's a little slow.
Still,
Yeah.
it's as fast as it's ever been, and it's still like 2.5 hours long, which most people can't sit through a movie of that length.
That's a good point.
Nor should they, because most movies should be 1 hour and 30 minutes.
I agree. God, you know what I love? 80-minute movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I'm not saying stop making the long movies. If you like them, I love that for you. Sometimes I like a long one, but ooh, when I see an 80-minute movie, I'm like, yeah, that's the stuff.
It's a risk-free experience. You're like, yes, I will
Yeah.
watch this because what's the worst that can happen?
I can do it. I could do that.
Yeah.
80 minutes, no prob.
Yeah, long movies need to have intermissions. That's my thing.
I agree.
I think long
Honestly,
movies should just have an intermission. It should be a 15-minute long intermission so that you can
Yep.
not run to the bathroom, but walk
Yep.
safely. You know, we got
Get
tile.
another drink.
People are dripping everywhere. It's dangerous in there.
yeah, we can't be running.
True. You can't. Lower the E in the movie
I
theater.
lower the E in the movie theater. Also would love an intermission so that you can confer with your friends. Go, are we in it for another hour and a half?
Is this working, or do we want
to bounce?
Yeah, because there's other movies playing. There's an 80-minute
There's other
movie down the
stuff.
hall. We can go check that out.
We can. I think we should personally.
Let's just dip. Let's dip into the 80-minute movie. So Nancy
Yeah, bring back
Faust.
intermissions. Right, Nancy Faust.
So Nancy
Go on.
Faust is working for the Chicago White Sox. She ends up working with them through their era at Old Comiskey Park. New Comiskey Park and now Rate Field, which is actually just the renamed of New Comiskey Park. But she's the organist for the team from 1970 until 2010, a
That's amazing.
40-year run of
That's
being like
incredible.
the person at the keyboard, the person who everybody is getting psyched up, the person who's starting the, Let's Go White Sox chant, who's tapping out da 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 charge, like all the things that you experience at a baseball game. She's
So
doing it,
fun.
but she's also doing something else, which is because, as Kelly said, Nancy played an event with baseball management and the like, but she wasn't actually like a big baseball fan at the time.
No,
She was a
dude.
very talented organist who saw an opportunity and she seized it because she fucking rules. But she had to learn how baseball worked. So she spends much of her first couple of years doing this, like listening to the radio. So she buys a radio for herself, like little transistor radios, to sit on the organ so she can listen to the radio broadcast done by none other than Harry Carey.
Harry
The
Carey.
most people remember him from his time with the Cubs, but he was a White Sox announcer first, then he was a Cubs announcer, and he was obviously portrayed by Will Ferrell and asked if the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it? And the answer was
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. Of
Okay,
course.
good.
If the moon was made of cheese, you would of course eat it. Yes.
Why, yeah, why not?
I mean, what's it doing up there otherwise? Like,
Just menacing.
Yeah.
It's just up there menacing.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Get her
how
out of the
about,
sky.
wouldn't it be too bad if something happened to your tides down there? Moon.
Yeah, but that has something to do with my periods too, and I could stand some changes there.
Right?
So,
You could
eat
go
it.
for a question mark or even an exclamation
yeah,
point.
yeah.
An interrobang.
Right now it's just a dang semicolon. Menacing.
Oh, these two things aren't even related anymore. But one is additive to the other. So Nancy is listening to her radio. She's learning about baseball, and she was quoted as saying that like she would listen to pick up on slang. So she would be listening to hear like Harry Carey calling a pop up, right? You hit the ball high up in the air. What's that called? Oh, it's called a pop up. Great. Or go to the showers, like a kind of sending some guy into the dugout in the locker room. She's picking up all this slang. She's learning the game of baseball. She's also thinking of and playing songs in response to the things she's hearing on the radio. So if
so
there's a
fun.
pop-up, she's like able to do some equivalent of like the whoop woo kind of whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
obviously it's not a slide whistle on an organ, but one can imagine.
But
She's
a glissando, perhaps.
yeah, there you go. I totally know what that is, and we don't have to go into it.
It's what you were doing, but on a piano.
I learned a thing today. I see what you did there.
Hooray!
Educating me about piano terms.
High E education.
I-E. So that's the other thing. It's clearly like Nancy's clearly pretty badass because if you have to be very good at organ for one to
Yeah.
play in response to what's going on once you understand what's going on. And you have to be a really creative thinker to do that all on the fly too. Like she's improvising.
That's so
Here we go.
intimidating.
Let's do a thing.
Because it's not just in response to like what's happening in the game, but like just the chatter of Harry Carey calling the game. So he like made a comment about how slow the game was and he was going to have to be carried home at the end of it. And so she played a song called
Carry Me Back
Carry
to
You All
Old
the Way
Virginia.
Home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like how my brain does not work that way. I think that you would be good at it. I think that you could do that.
I was thinking like this is kind of an I see what you did there related job.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
connect these dots. Don't worry about how they're connected. Just connect the dots.
Just connect them. Yeah. But my brain is like, but he literally said this and that's unrelated to music. That's a different thing. Like I'm so literal that I struggle.
I don't know if you saw the cute factoid that, she played Carry Me Back to Old Virginia when Harry Carey mentioned that. And then because he later on the radio complimented the organist for doing that, she
Yeah.
played I'm Just Wild About Harry.
Oh, I did read that but forgot. I'm glad that you had it. Oh, love that. So cute. So cute.
Which is very cute because it's such a again, what reaction time to be like, oh, not
So,
only do you know it now, and you have to assume that Nancy was so stoked about this that she's like, I gotta learn. I'm just wild about Harry. If she didn't
oh
already know
yeah,
it,
like that's in her back pocket at any minute though. She's like, I've got that at the ready.
yeah, she's like ready to make a cool thing happen. So really, just fascinating human being.
And you know what? It probably worked in her favor that she didn't know baseball. Because when you hire somebody who knows baseball, they know how it's always been done. And so they're rolling in and doing it the exact same way. And she's like, oh, I guess I need to learn baseball.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
means
she gets
she's
to
not
innovate.
standing on tradition. Yeah, exactly.
She's there to entertain the crowds, which she does
Yeah.
successfully. Like she's hugely popular because during most of her career, she's like in an open air balcony with her organ, surrounded by
Yeah.
fans in this upper deck. So people are just near her and they can walk up and request songs and things like that, and she can do that too. So
Yeah.
it's basically like a piano bar plus baseball.
Plus baseball, which would be so fun. That would like give me something to do at a baseball game.
Right.
I've been to a couple baseball games and I don't know what they're doing down there. Don't care if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, woo, go. Like I
Sure,
support you,
sports.
but I don't care. So I'm just there drinking. And so it would be nice to be at the piano bar at the baseball game.
Yeah, if you had the opportunity to just walk up and be like, "Here, I want to hear you play this," she could do it.
Play Alice's Restaurant.
There you go. All 18 minutes. I want to make sure that you've got I want the melody on your left hand, and I want you to
Yep.
approximate the vocals on your right hand.
Yep. Everybody will know what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's gonna love it. Everybody loves 18 to 20-minute long songs. No intermission there. Thank you.
We can do an intermission, but you got to fade it out
Yeah.
and then fade it back in at the end of the next song. I guess the intermission to this song is a different song
Yeah,
that you'll play in
yeah.
the middle.
Yeah, it goes the first half of Alice's Restaurant, Bruno Mars, and then the second half of Alice's Restaurant. Just to keep it interesting. It's a
Everybody in the
remix.
audience is like, didn't we already hear this song? And they're like, no, you heard the first half.
So, in all this time, she's becoming very popular, and then Nancy Faust realizes, you know what I could do? I could start playing a specific song for every player. I'm already playing
It's so
specific songs
obvious.
for these events in the game. What if I just played a song for every player?
It's so obvious.
And there it is. The walk-up song is born.
There it is.
Harry Carey referred to one of the White Sox players, Frank Howard, as, quote, too big to be a man, not big enough to be a horse.
Classic.
I mean, yeah, obviously. I can't think of any flaws in that logic. But Faust then played I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet.
That's good.
Right?
That's
so
good.
That's so sharp. Dick Allen was one of the great players on the White Sox. He hit a home run, and she played Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, nice.
And basically, from that point on, that was the song that he got played because
was a song? Oh, that's lucky.
Because baseball players are also notoriously superstitious.
Superstitious.
So it's just like, yeah, hey, this worked. Great. Do it again.
Yeah, never stop.
Do it every time. There's no way.
Exactly the same way.
Harold Baines, who was a kind of notoriously quiet, shy ball player, got the song "He's So Shy," very on the nose, but
Aw.
perfect.
Aw.
And they just sort of, so between her and Harry Carey, and then there's Jimmy Pearsall, who was another one of the announcers, and Andy the Clown was another one of the like color commentary people. They became like crowd favorites at Comiskey Park, so everybody just loves this.
It's a perfect storm.
It is.
Like to have her there. Harry Carey is such an iconic character. Sounds like these other guys are too. Like that's the perfect fodder for creating something exciting.
Yeah, you have collaborators, you have a new energy. Like they really are. They're taking a game that is now what? It's now 80 years old, I suppose, because it would have been the
I guess, yeah.
1880s, 1890s. It's an old game. And they're injecting this new like post
We got new
60s
stuff.
energy. Like we are doing modern baseball now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a bunch of
that's
people
super
bitched and moaned
fun.
about it too. They were probably like,
Oh,
"Oh,
for
you're ruining
sure.
the sanctity of the game."
turn the organ off.
Yeah, it was better when the one guy hit a drum and we all yelled.
I liked when it was quiet.
Yeah, I bet some people did. I bet some people were like, I can't hear the umpire over all this noise.
Well, bring your radio so you can hear the calls.
I won't have a radio. Radios give you Spanish flu. I read about it
God.
in the newspaper.
For sure that was happening, though. For sure.
Because the radio had, like, what, a third of a G? Like, you're going to get all sorts of shit from a third of a G.
In fact, the lower the G, the more dangerous it is.
It's true.
God, we're about to get all the letters
We are.
in this episode.
This was brought to you by Sesame Street this week, so we have a number of letters. The number will be introduced later. So a lot of people, Kelly, you might be familiar with Harry Carey singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" during the seventh inning stretch. He's sort of famous he's famous for doing that with the Cubs. He's just,
Okay.
you know, he's this older, white-haired man, just like belting.
I can
this
picture
song
him,
out.
big
Yeah,
glasses, right?
Big glasses, yeah.
Yeah.
So he would sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," but it was actually Nancy Faust who did an arrangement of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" where Harry Carey got excited and decided to sing. And
Oh.
so the combination of Nancy Faust's version of that song, plus the fact that the White Sox like stadium folks were like, "Oh, we got to give Harry a PA." So basically,
Yeah.
it just like he gets excited enough that he's singing, but he's only singing to people on the radio, right? Because he's just singing through
Right,
the radio.
yeah.
So the stadium's like, well, everybody here has to hear it too. So let's go, and that changes
This
everything
is so
too.
fun.
It's super fun.
See, and this is the part where I'm like, get the PA out of here. I liked it better before the PA.
I mean, I think it's funny because it's very similarly like it's just another first. Like so many firsts are happening in this, right? She's
Yeah.
doing the first time that this organ playing is really engaging, but it's the first time that he's singing, taking out the ball game, and it's just great. Some quotes from Nancy Faust from a recent MLB.com article. So she's talking about some contemporary and some more recent but retired players. So Andrew Benintendi plays for the White Sox now, and she said that she would play probably a Nintendo theme, or she would play Benny and the Jets.
Fun.
Right. Pete Incaviglia used to be he's retired, but he was a ball player. She would have played Inagata Devita. Yeah.
Amazing.
Luis Robert Jr., who currently plays for the Red Sox, he wears the number 88. Nancy said that she would play Double Vision. She would also play Mr. Roboto,
Okay.
or she would play the theme from Eight Is Enough.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's a
But I see
sitcom
what she's
from
doing.
the 80s. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, she's just fun. She's a very fun
Yeah.
lady. She ends up appearing on Good Morning America. She is also selected by Sports Illustrated as the MVO, Most Valuable Organist.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, not
course,
an
of
official
course.
award or anything where I don't think there's actually a governing body over the organists, but
But I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree.
it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
She ends up getting a RIAA gold record for Mercury Records because she starts playing the 1969 song "Na Na Hey Hey Kiss Him Goodbye." You know, na 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 hey 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 goodbye. Yeah,
Yeah.
She starts playing that on the organ, and the song blows up. It becomes extremely popular. The sales of the record skyrocketed so much that they're like,
She's
you
a
deserve a gold
dang
record for this. too."
Trendsetter.
Yeah, she's
Hell
an original
yeah.
influencer.
Oh my God. Nancy.
Nancy Faust. So yeah, I already mentioned the fans being able to talk to her and make requests. She played for the White Sox. She played. Yeah, she did. She played for the White Sox.
She played.
From 1970 to 2010. She also played for the Chicago Bulls from 76 until 84. The Chicago Blackhawks from 84 to 89. She was the organist for the pro soccer team, the Sting, from 75 to 88. And she also played for DePaul University's Blue Demons basketball team from 77 to 81. So she's just like, she's all around.
So curious that she was just an organist. She wasn't like a sports fanatic. Her parents like put her in organ classes when she was like 4, and she just kept doing it. And now after this, she's just bopping around to all of these different sports teams. Still, I mean, I guess there aren't a ton of career options for an organist.
Yeah, I think
but
it's
still
probably
like such a curious path.
yeah, because like outside of baseball season, you can probably only play on Sunday, and that's if you get a good gig,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But not every. Most churches probably already have somebody doing it, and she
Yeah,
might
I mean,
have
other than that,
played
it's going to be
she might have
concert
played at
halls.
Cathedral too. I don't know. I didn't see
Yeah,
anything about
yeah.
that. It's possible she did, but yeah, she's filling in like the Bulls play when the White Sox aren't playing. So would the Blackhawks. So she would be double dipping during that period of time, just like I'll organ all
Yeah.
year round.
I guess that's more of like being on retainer almost. Like,
Yeah, yeah. And she's also like she's such a household name during that early window, especially like those teams would be stupid not to have her.
right. Yeah. I'm sure that there were like bidding wars for Nancy.
Oh, in fact, other teams
Oh.
would send their organists to shadow Nancy and take notes. They were like,
Oh, I love that.
"Thanks so much for being our organist. Go see how it's done."
Yeah. You're fine. You're a fine organist. You're no Nancy.
You're no Nancy. This was true of the Minnesota North Stars in 1987 through 1989. They hired her to come in and be their organist. So she ends up leaving playing for the Blackhawks, or she is kind of like, I guess it's overlapping. So she's still playing organ for the Blackhawks when
She's
they have
doing
home
both.
games, and then she's just zipping on over to Minnesota to do their hockey games too.
That's wild. She's just zip zapping around.
Yeah.
How's she do that? I'm tired. I've got low E.
She's got so much E. It's coming out of her E
She's got
ears.
so much E. Nance E. That is what they call her.
E. I see what you did there. I like that. That
Thanks.
was good.
Thank
that
you.
was real good.
Yeah. Sometimes I can get one.
She ended up being hired by the Phoenix Coyotes briefly for 3 games in February of 2008. I didn't get a lot of background to that other than it happened.
Yeah.
In 2009, that was her 40th season as the Sox organist.
My goodness.
And she basically like was still the standard. Everybody wanted to play organ the way that she played it. She missed only 5 scheduled games in her entire career due to giving birth.
I was going to guess babies, right?
Yeah. And she didn't miss any from 1983 through 2005.
Good Lord.
Including she played the entire 2005 World Series, which the White Sox won. So she got to be part of that.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. And then starting in 2006, she cut back, so she only played day games, no more night games. Her use of "Nana Hey Hey Goodbye" is now imitated by all kinds of other teams all around the world. It's a very common sports theme to play. She is also recognized an exhibit at the Baseball Hall of Fame called Women in Baseball. She's got a prominent spot.
Hell yeah.
She was also a featured performer for the Chicago Symphony Orchestra
Cool.
following that 2005 American League pennant win. So just super cool. Like,
What an interesting life.
she's like a very important baseball figure who I didn't really know about until we started talking about this.
Yeah,
And I read a little
yeah.
bit and I was like, holy shit. Like, this doesn't get enough play. We need to be talking about Nancy Faust all the time.
Yeah, we should be talking about Nancy Faust forever.
We should. We should. So she decides to retire in 2010. And on her last game, which would have been September 18th of 2010, they had a bobblehead giveaway. So people
Oh,
who
yeah.
came to the stadium got Nancy Faust bobbleheads. 10,000 of them were made.
And did you look to see what they're going for on eBay?
I did not. I really should have.
Okay.
That's a good question. That is a very good question.
Well, I'll check at the intermish
Great.
because we love an intermish. Debut buddies love an intermish.
We give the listeners the intermission that they can make themselves because they can just hit that pause button.
Yeah,
Come
y'all
back
are
when
in
you're
control.
ready. Yeah.
Yep.
It's about us. You tell us what to do. We're low E.
Low E.
And we're also low C. because we don't need any control. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, low.
Competency also is a C that we're low on.
No.
Confidence.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of content.
Hell yeah,
Hell yeah.
dude.
So Nancy ends up being profiled in a feature story in the New York Times that day, and she plays her very last game on October 3rd of 2010.
No.
She ends up playing Kane County Cougars Night of 100 Promotions in 2011. She plays a few more Cougars games from 2012 to 2015, not a lot. She's inducted into the Baseball Reliquary Shrine of the Eternals in 2018, which is a pretty cool name for a thing.
Yeah, but doesn't reliquary mean we've got dead bodies in here?
Yeah, I mean it means like there's parts of saints.
Parts of dead bodies?
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
like really important. We're gonna take your organ hands.
Do they have like a lock of her hair or something?
Maybe. See, we're gonna have to go to the Baseball Reliquary's Shrine of the Eternals.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just like that. I mean, lofty ass name, right?
That's a big
We're gonna
name.
go. We're going heavy with
Okay.
like literally. These are Eternals, and we've enshrined
jeez.
them.
Okay.
You better hope none of those people screw up or have anything
You
weird
really-
come out
yeah.
of them, because Eternal's pretty permanent. I hear.
That's a long E.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest E's there is. Nancy Faust is also playing 6 different Sundays this year, 2025. Whoa. She is getting to do a kind of bring it back around tour. So she played May 25th against the Texas Rangers. She will play June 8th against the Kansas City Royals, June 29th against the San Francisco Giants, July 13th against the Cleveland Guardians, and August 10th also against the Cleveland Guardians. It's very cool.
Nice.
Very exciting stuff. She gets to come out and do it again. And she's really excited to do this. Faust was quoted as saying, "Now you call it walk-up music. I just played intro music for whoever was coming up to bat." Very very chill. Like, I'm just doing a thing.
Yeah.
Like, what? What's the problem?
Yeah.
So, Nancy is doing that. This kicks off the rest of walk-up music, because in the 1990s, it goes higher tech, and players start getting to select it. So in Seattle, at the Kingdome, they start playing stings from the TV show Dragnet. Like the opening, I can't remember what it is, but it's like dump, 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 dump. Yeah. Bum, ba, bum, bum,
Yeah,
bum.
you got it. Okay.
They played that recorded sting.
Okay.
So that's starting to happen. They're starting to introduce, like, what if we just play recorded music in addition to having an organist?
And this is where I was like, y'all are going to run into royalties problems.
True.
You best be careful.
They have been. I'm
And
sure.
they have
I'm sure
been.
they're, paying ass cap out the ass cap.
Well, and it's interesting because the problem is not so much playing them in the, do you call it an arena for baseball?
It's a stadium. Yeah.
A stadium. I knew arena was wrong. That's not really the problem in the stadium. It's easy to get the licensing for that. I'm not sure what the expense is, but like it can't be a burdensome or they wouldn't be doing it. Here's what they aren't doing. Posting clips to their social media that includes any of the background music,
sure.
because that costs money. Like, they're like, I don't know, MLB's Instagram has too many followers for them to be able to post music without it costing a fortune. So like even some individual players can't post clips if it's going to include music because their reach is too far. Like music licensing is weird.
Oh, it's intense. Yeah.
It's intense, and they are vicious.
They almost certainly have license to play the music for the crowd during the thing, right? In the same way that you could license to play a cover of a song, but you can't like record the cover with the same license as the one that you bought to play it.
No,
you can play it live
exactly.
in a show, but then that's one thing. If you wanted to release your version, that's a whole other thing.
Yep, that changes the ball game, as they say.
It does. The ball game is changed.
Yeah.
Like a change up.
Oh,
A pitch that's
probably
slower than a fastball.
Oh, that's like today's episode.
That's right.
No, I'm just committing to the bit now. I don't think we're.
I love it. I love it. We're okay. So at the Kingdom in Seattle, they're also starting to play things like "You Can Call Me Al" by Paul Simon. They play the musical part of that when Alvin Davis comes up to bat. But
Oh,
for the
that makes
most part,
sense.
the early stuff it's just the music, no lyrics. There's no lyrics at all. Then we get Jay Buhner. Jay Buhner was a slugger for the Mariners. It's kind of a big deal. His walk-up song was "Bad to the Bone," and
Oh, sure.
his was the first one, from what I was able to find, where you got the bad. So they got that in there.
First word.
We're getting first words in those
Oh,
walk-up
God.
songs. And then you get to Ken Griffey Jr., who has Hip Hop Hooray, notoriously a song with lyrics that are kind of important to experiencing the
They
song.
are.
So
Yeah, I agree.
lyrics are trying to get in there. In 1993, everybody on the Mariners has a walk-up song, and the rest of the league starts to follow suit. The other teams are doing walk-up songs for everybody. But, as you alluded to earlier, Kelly, who was picking those songs?
Yeah, I guess it was just management.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
It was like the
Oh,
stadium.
like,
the
was it
stadium
even the
management.
musician?
It wasn't the team. It wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't like the manager of the Mariners was picking songs for his players. It was just the people running the stadium operations were like, oh yeah, we
Okay.
should just do this. So that's what they did.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, just from a logistics point of view, that's going to be easiest.
And it did create a little bit of an issue for some players because you would have a player like Chili Davis who they would play "Who Let the Dogs Out" when he went to bat. And the problem with that for Chili Davis was, hey, that song really like puts a lot of pressure on me to not get out because like it's really like grabbing a lot of attention. It's adding pressure to my game. Gary DiSarcina, who also played for the California Angels at the time, would get Billy Squires' "Stroke Me" played for him,
Which, wow.
which apparently, according to what I read, his wife was not too fond of that and asked him, "What does that mean? Like, why are they playing
Yeah.
this song for you?" And he
He's
was
like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Apparently,
I
after-
just love how we went from no words to stroke me
now
so
we're doing
fast.
Stroke Me. Yeah. DiSarcina ended up
What did
requesting.
Nancy think of this?
Well, I wish maybe we can get Nancy on the pod and ask
Maybe
her.
we could get Nancy.
That would be something. Do you think we could
That
get
would be
Nancy?
something.
That would be
I don't
wild.
know.
We might be able to get Nancy.
Doesn't hurt to shoot her an
Listeners,
email.
if you know Nancy, email us. Debut
Yeah, if you've got an in with Nancy, hell yeah.
DiSarcina ends up requesting the song "Limelight" by Rush, which is
Oh, okay, cool.
which I guess like they had gone to a Rush concert or something, and he was like, "I would like that song instead of 'Stroke Me,' please." And apparently, this made him maybe one of the first players to ever ask. So there's another first, and he
Yep.
gets that. So he has Limelight now. Then in 1994, Lenny Dykstra, who plays for the Philadelphia Phillies, wants "Hold My Hand" by Hootie and the Blowfish to be played from the start. So he similarly to your discussion of Alice's Restaurant.
Alice's Restaurant.
Lenny Dykstra was like, I want you to start playing "Hold My Hand" by Hootie and the Blowfish, and you stop it when I get into the box. But you don't
He's
stop
got stage
it
directions.
before. Yeah, he was like, do it until I get in there, and then you turn it off. You fade it out when I get in there. It would be a little
Yeah.
different every time. Then Dykstra ups the ante. He wants them to play "I Won't Back Down" by Tom Petty for his second at bat. Same rule though.
Which is a great choice.
Start playing. It's an excellent choice. It's a really I mean, if I hadn't read it here, I might have picked
Yeah.
it for my own. Right? It's a really
Yeah,
good,
same.
it's a
Ditto.
really good one. Same rule though. He's like, just start "I Won't Back Down" when I'm walking from, from on deck into the batter's box. Do that. Turn it off when I get in there. Then, for his third at bat, he wants them to play a song called "Philadelphia Freedom." I'm not familiar with that song, but I get it. You play for the Phillies. It's your third at bat. You want the fans on your side. You want to show that you're thinking of them.
Sure. That makes sense.
For his fourth song, for his fourth at bat, he told them, if I get a hit when you play any one of those songs, I want you to play that song again for the fourth one.
Notably, no backup plan.
No backup
There's no
plan.
fourth contingent song.
I mean, Lenny Dykstra could generally get hits.
He seems like a real insufferable kind of dude.
He's complicated. He's a complicated man. He was a New York Met during the cocaine era of the early '80s,
Okay.
and he, I think, like got into enough trouble with stuff that he had to like step away briefly, and then he came back. He played for the Phillies.
Oh,
From then on, the entire time I knew of him as a ball player, like he notoriously just had a huge amount of chewing tobacco in his mouth all the time. So he
Gross.
would be like in that batter's box, just like chipmunk cheeks,
Chipmunking.
and just like brown ooze coming out of his mouth while he's like getting ready to hit.
Gross.
Yeah, you know, I mean, but his nickname was Nails because he was tough as those.
oh, got it. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Lenny Dykstra didn't end up actually hitting particularly well from that cycle that he selected, so they just stopped doing that altogether.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he did after. But 1995, Derek Jeter wants "This Is How We Do It" by Montel Jordan to be his first at bat of the year, which is
It's pretty
very
good.
ballsy, but you know, Hall of Famer, so he had the skill set to back it up. And then every other player gets a walk-up song.
Yeah.
And now, starting in 1998, Trevor Hoffman, who was a major closer, he played for the San Diego Padres, and I'm trying to think of who else, but the closer is the pitcher who comes in the ninth inning to close the game, right? So it's usually a specialist position. You're going to come in, you're going to throw really hard, you're going to make sure that you strike out or get those last three outs to secure the win. Trevor Hoffman was one of the best, Hall of Famer. He would come into Hell's Bells.
Oh, sure.
We now live in an era where lots of closers come in that way, where like the stadium will go like they'll take all the lights down, they'll do a big production
Whoa.
so that this guy's running out from the middle of the outfield where the bullpen is, down through center field to the mound, and you're getting a walk-up song for the pitcher.
Whoa.
Now, would you guess that there might have been a movie that could have influenced why players all wanted to have their own walk-up songs?
This is no good because I already read this.
So you know, it's good.
Yeah, what was the movie called? I know the song was Wild Thing.
Yeah, the movie is Major League.
Yes, Major League.
And yeah, whenever Charlie Sheen's character, Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn, came out to pitch, they would play Wild Thing in the movie.
Yep.
And
yep.
yeah.
I mean, that's a good one.
It is.
That's a good one.
It's a very, like, it's a little on the nose, but it's the good kind of on
That's
the nose.
fine.
It's like, it's like 80s Mets on the nose. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of good ideas. High E.
Really fast ideas.
Infinite E. Nancy Faust continues to play some minor league ballparks as well. And she also plays baseball-themed private events during spring training.
So we could just hire her for a private event during spring training.
We could go to Glendale, Arizona, and be like, "Hey, we're gonna do a baseball episode of our podcast. Could you play the event?"
First debut buddies concert?
Yeah. For first time we're doing this, I guess. You could say that. So that's the first walk-up song. That's where this comes from. It comes from a badass lady who didn't even care about baseball that much, but who was just fucking clever and
good at her job.
An epically good organist. Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. So fascinating. And there was so much here. There was so much, like, looking back, it's not, you see how every step occurred. Like every evolution seems like such a natural step, but then thinking about it from the very beginning, where you just had like what are they called? Little choirs, little
little
know
pep
who
bands
I'm talking
and
about.
stuff.
Yeah. To where we are now, like that seems like such a large jump, but then when you break it down into these little steps, each one makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It was very incremental, and it came together. It just came together in this really compelling, fun way. Where now, literally, all you hear at a baseball stadium is a bunch of different music put together with organ mixed in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a playlist.
Yeah, because you got to keep people. People want to be rocked like a hurricane.
God, they do. They've been saying that for a
They
long
have. They've
time.
been saying, "Here I am.
Yep.
Do the thing." So sources for this were WBUR Boston, an article about MLB history of Oregon. The MLB.com's The Cut had a complete history of the walk-up song. Wikipedia about Nancy Faust, and then the really wonderful MLB article about how she's coming back. She's coming back for 2025. She's going to do some stuff. It's
Yeah.
going to be great.
I also read an article on the Santa Clara Business Law Chronicle
Ooh.
about the history of walk-up music and the like BMI ASCAP stuff that goes into why they can't play clips on social media.
Which, I mean, it really is. Can you imagine how much more popular maybe baseball could be if they could do that?
Right? Well,
Counterpoint, though, they probably could just, you still create that reel on Instagram
well, I
and
think
pick
that
the
that's what they're
song.
doing. I guess I meant they can't play clips that have the music from the stadium in the background.
Yeah, they'd have to remove the
Yeah.
sound, and they could put the sound in that Meta has
Yeah.
paid for the licensing
So I'm
for.
sure that that is happening. It's just not. But then you lose the cheering, right? Like
Yeah.
you miss all of the stadium
You
sounds
want
in your
the whole
content.
bouquet, you want the
Yeah.
vibe. Like it is, I don't know. Like there's just something special about a good crowd, a good audience, right? I mean that's the
Absolutely.
beauty of
Absolutely.
live sports. Even
And there's a reciprocal relationship between the audience and the music. Like the music is going to rile people up, and as we've seen with Nancy, she's playing music in response to what's happening in the stadium. So like that's a living organism that's happening.
yeah, it's an organist playing an organ to create an organism.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! And now it's time for the MouthGarf Report.
Hurry.
The MouthGarf Report. Open wide for some lasagna.
I hate Monday.
The E is back.
The E is back.
It's back for the MouthGarf Report.
Oh, I should have had walk-up music ready for you after the intermish. Damn.
That's okay.
Damn. Missed an opportunity.
That's all right. We maybe someday we can beg Michael J. O'Connor to make walk-up songs for each of us, and then we can play them right before we say, "My name is Nate. I'm one of the buddies," and it'll just be a song playing, and then another song.
Alice's
and
Restaurant.
we'll just, yeah.
I'm Kelly.
20 minutes later, I'm Kelly. So, I have a couple of interesting MouthGarf Report things to share.
Hit me with it.
One thing is baseball related. This is a funny story. So there's a gentleman who I'm not going to name names because whatever, but he is suing the Colorado Rockies because he got hit with a foul ball while attending a game last year.
Okay.
And in his lawsuit about this, he claims one that like there are parts of there's part of the stadium design that makes it hard to see the ball when it's coming at you. But his other argument is the Rockies have been so bad that there is no reason for the fan to pay attention to the baseball game. And therefore, I was not paying attention to the baseball game and I got hit with the baseball.
Why you go to game?
Well, yeah. I also think, I'm pretty sure that like when you buy a ticket, the fine print in the ticket purchase is like, hey, look, you're consenting
Absolutely.
to the fact that you have to pay attention.
Yeah, that absolutely has got to be in there. And I'm honestly surprised that there isn't and if you get hit with a ball, you can't sue us clause in there.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think there is because, I mean, they have had to deal with things like, I mean, people have gotten hit, especially before they put netting up. Because now there's netting
Yeah.
that runs around both sides past the dugouts to kind of protect the fans from really winged foul balls that can come just straight back.
Yeah.
And some, children and people have been injured and I think even killed by those
Oh, shit.
occasionally, like a couple of times, which is not great. And certainly like baseball has been slow to take steps to change that, but they have worked to make it safer. So I don't know. This could just be a settle thing, but it also seems like
Yeah, that's a money grab is what that
well,
is.
and doing that kind of flex in your lawsuit just seems foolish to me. Like it seems like the sort
I
of thing that
agree.
you would think because of the internet in 2025 that that's what you should do. Like, oh, I should make a statement in my lawsuit where I'm mad that I got hit with a ball. Like, just try
Yeah.
to figure out a way to get them to settle with you. If you're gonna shit
Yeah,
on the
what do you
team
don't
being bad, yeah,
antagonize
like
further.
you're also just making yourself seem like an asshole, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I wasn't paying attention because the team was bad. It's not my fault. It's like, well, I don't know about that.
Tacky.
Like, where does that go, right? Let's take it to the Supreme Court of debut, buddies. At some point, what if I rear end someone on the highway? I can be like, well, the road was pretty boring, so why should I pay attention? Not really on me, is it?
I mean, I'm hearing a good argument
See?
here. And that's why we need trains.
Exactly. Exactly.
So-
we need trains to the baseball stadium, and we need trains everywhere else. So I thought that was a funny little bit of nonsense to happen.
Yeah, that's just
in
goofy.
our world. I also wanted to share. I saw a film. I saw the film Friendship.
Oh, I've heard wonderful
Yes,
things.
with Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson, and
Yeah.
I will recommend it. I can't. I don't really.
Okay.
I want to say a lot about it, other than it's very funny. And if you like Tim Robinson and what he does,
Yeah.
you will enjoy it very much. It has.
Is it super cringy? Because sometimes I can't watch
Yeah,
his
it's
TV
pretty
show.
damn cringy. It's pretty damn cringy.
Okay,
It's
I'm
also
gonna sit this one out. I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm gonna not go.
Yeah. You might check it out when it's streaming or something and
Okay,
see
okay,
how
okay.
how deep into the cringe you can go. The thing that's interesting
Okay.
about the movie is it like isn't tonally cringe the whole time the way that some of his sketches can be where they do become kind of unbearable. It
Yeah.
is alternating between this kind of like hyper elevated surrealist sort of humor and then having some cringe elements in there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people praising it for taking the viewer on the same journey as the main character, wherein you're basically just going, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah. So the funny thing was, Jenny and I went to the movie theater, and we were sitting in our wonderful seats, and directly to my left was a gentleman who behaved in the manner of Tim Robinson's character in the movie, because he was very awkward. He kept talking to me as if we knew each
no.
other, and he apologized a couple times for talking to me during the movie, but he did it anyway. And then as we
kept
were
going.
leaving the movie, he sort of waited for us and then attempted to do like a post-mortem on the movie with us on the escalator.
Was he there alone?
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
he third wheeled you.
What was funny though is it was like to experience this man being there and watching the movie was just a hyper surreal experience too, because it was like, wait, life is imitating art now and vice versa. Like this guy is sitting next to me doing almost a one-to-one to what's going on.
Is
on the
this a
screen.
paid actor?
Yeah.
Is this a
I did-
plant?
I had a brief moment where it's like, I mean, it's not Nathan Fielder in makeup, but it could very much be that kind of thing. Like, let's just like,
a
okay,
type,
cool.
a Nathan Fielder type.
yeah, a Nathan Fielder type.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
that
weird.
was a lot of fun.
I went to see two films.
Ooh, two.
Which is the first time I've been back to the movies since the start of the year when Never Show the Monster concluded. I have been too sad to go see scary movies, so I went to go see some scary movies.
Did you see Bloodlines?
Yes, I did.
Great. Okay.
Yes, I did. So campy, such a delight. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't, but I am happy to hear you say that because that's kind of what I was waiting to get your read.
Yeah.
Because I've heard
Yeah.
mostly like, yes, you will enjoy this one because it knows what
Yes.
it is, whereas the previous
It
ones were
big
doing
time
that
knows what it
self-serious
is.
2000s thing.
Yeah, no, this one is like, oh, it's a delight. It's a real treat. And then I also went to see Sinners.
Oh, yeah.
Which, big
Okay, let's talk
recommend.
Sinners because I saw Sinners a couple weeks ago.
Huge recommend.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Spoilers for Sinners
loved-
listeners. If you don't want to hear them, scroll forward like 2
loved.
minutes.
Yeah, loved every minute of it. I don't even like that gal because she was in Pitch Perfect 2.
Oh, you don't like
and I
Haley
didn't like her in
Steinfeld?
Pitch Perfect
Yeah.
2. Yeah, but she did a great job.
Yeah, she's very good. I mean, she's kind of good in everything. That's the thing. Like, I mean, she's good
I
in those
know,
Pitch
I know
Perfect
she
movies,
is.
too.
Yeah, I just don't like her character.
Right. We don't like her character.
It's sort of leached over onto
And you
her.
kind of don't like the whole, for Pitch Perfect 2 and 3, the whole, like, stop trying to make this character happen situation, right?
I know. God, at least in the third one, they relax it a little, which interestingly makes it work better.
Yes. Who would think? So, yeah, okay. Because I very much enjoyed Sinners also. I think what's interesting about it is not really any of the movies that it is, but it is also all of the movies that it is at the same time.
It's like a genre. I don't want to say bending because it's not. Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, it exists in its own kind of liminal space, which is cool because I think it is commenting on it's commenting on these kinds of mythologies that we have to create for ourselves to understand history, right? So it's doing a little bit of that. It's also talking about self-mythologizing and how we try to position ourselves in the world. But most of all, it's talking
big
about
time.
authority and how the people who go against any form of authority are considered sinners. And the problem is that literally all the authority forms kind of suck.
Right.
They always have to put somebody down, right?
And like, what is a sinner if it's only defined by the authority and the authority is not necessarily good?
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, it's hugely propelled by music, which is appropriate that it's coming up in this episode. Then
there's a keyboardist in a pianist in the movie. As well as a very good guitarist who is then later played by a very good actual guitarist.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
the very
lovely.
like that post credit sort of mid credit sequence thing. Yeah,
mid credits.
Yeah. The other thing I think is interesting about it is it's like
is how hot Michael B. Jordan is. Yeah,
I mean, yes.
I also think that is interesting.
Look, there's a lot of attractive people in the movie. It's a good looking movie. It's a good looker movie. Even the vampires are pretty good looking.
Oh yeah, I know, but like weird in like they did a good job making them just off-putting.
Just like tweaked a little bit. The thing that's interesting is it's also like about forms of conformity and kind of what freedom is in the context of those forms of conformity. And I don't know if this is what the director was going for.
Ryan Coogler.
Yes, Coogler. I don't know if this is what Coogler's going for. So I might be overreading it, but I think it's interesting that it's about two brothers who left one form of authority, which is this sharecropping, very racist South, to go make a name for themselves, and they end up finding another authority that they run into, which is the mafia. And they're forced to do things for that. And when they come back, they're trying to break free from authority, but they then run into the renewed version of the sort of authority figure and power structure that prevents their freedom. They have, there's a sort of interracial love story that is limited by authority versus freedom. There is this sense of like the authority of the church, like Baptist church versus music. There's also the authority of the Baptist church versus like an alternative faith, because there's a sort of voodoo practitioner,
like
witchy kind of character.
There's authority in marriage with the married woman who is hanging around.
Yeah.
And in I lost it. I had a good one. Well,
and
whatever.
the vampires too, right? The vampires are also offering a form of authority, but you have to give up your freedom, right? They're like, hey, look, join us. We'll live forever. We're going to make the world a better place, which is a very appealing message. But it's also, hey, but if you join us, I hear all of your thoughts, and we all know each other's thoughts. So you cease to be an individual anymore.
Weird.
So it's just it's a very cool commentary on these layers of basic. I mean, it's black people resisting being forced to conform one way or another, and it's every single force available is trying to do that.
Just the Klan. The Klan shows up again at the end. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought
it's not an official authority, but
official
the
enough.
South.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
now, you don't need the badge to do the evil.
Right. The uniform goes far
It's
enough.
true. So yeah, just really a fascinating movie and good music, really interesting.
Great music.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. So interesting. Such a this is one I'm going to have to watch again and again and again.
And really really interesting shot choices. The way that some of the, especially
Mm-hmm.
the one musical sequence where everything kind of blends together and we sort of
Yes.
actually witness the tearing through the fabrics between reality
Yes,
and the
yes,
next.
yes.
Really cool.
Oh, here's the thing. I have read a lot of people online complaining about people thinking that that was a literal scene and that those things were actually happening
Sure.
and not like something on the spiritual realm. And I've just seen a lot of people. Here's what I think has happened is that people made up a guy who thought that that was really happening
Sure.
in the context of the movie, and everybody's mad at him, but he doesn't exist. I haven't seen that guy. I've just seen people being mad about
Wait,
it.
are you intimating that like people would make up a story of a person doing something that no one's ever done and use it on the internet to like convince other people of something?
I know, but
Outlandish.
like, I guess this is. I know. I guess this is just the first time that this has happened to something that I cared about.
Fair.
So I was like, kept looking, like, where are these conversations happening? I guess maybe Letterboxd. I haven't looked on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't take the scene as literal. I think it's, it's very impressionistic. I do think that
Yes,
it's meant to
yeah.
imply though what happens because the vampires do say that they like heard the music and it drew them there.
Yes. I guess literal is not the right word. No, they thought that literally these people from other generations, from other cultures were appearing in this, what do they call it? In this juke. And that it was literally on fire, I guess, instead of like, yes, maybe this music reached across the world and people felt it, but they weren't literally transported here.
Oh,
it
no.
was like a reverberation.
Yeah,
through
that was
time
like an
and
energetic
space.
crossing of things. Like if it was a
Yeah.
movie in the 70s, they would have just overlaid film stock
Right,
of all
yeah,
of the different
yeah.
characters and made like a really
Exactly.
weird, trippy lava lamp sort of thing.
So I guess that was just, I don't know, people made up a guy.
I do really like also that in that post credit scene, I think what I'm choosing to take away of the reading of it is that the struggle of slavery and racism and the Klan and everything. It's your reminder at the end of the movie, like, hey, this all happened recently enough that this kid is still alive.
Yeah.
And he's playing contemporary bars. And also, look, here comes Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld,
Haley
vampire
Steinfeld,
form. They're rolling in. And this is also a reminder that, like, they happened recently enough. You should still remember. This continues to exist. This struggle continues to exist. This love that was unrequited in life is persisting. And I think that it's a very hopeful ending in the way that, I mean,
thought so too.
because they also they're like, hey, look, my brother told me not to mess with you. And so I won't. But I just wanted to say good show, right? And it's just this like very interesting sort of look. Everybody can move on and go about their business, and there can be vampires. There can be people who want to like align that way, and there can be people who are playing music, and there can be religious folks and everything else. But everybody's just got to recognize like this all happened pretty
Just
recently,
respect each
and
other.
just respect each
Yeah.
other. Yeah, yeah. So I dug it. I think we agree. It's
I loved it.
It's an excellent film.
Also, it just looked
It
beautiful.
really did. It really did.
It just looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there is something startlingly beautiful about fields of cotton and driving through them. Like,
Yes.
which I think is also meant to make you uncomfortable because it did.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
wow, this is really pretty, but it also carries an immense weight.
Got all of this weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful film.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see. I've continued to watch the X-Files. But I've only watched like one episode, and now I can't remember which one it was. So that's fine. But we're working on it. we're marching
Nice.
forward with the X-Files.
Nope, no X-Files for me. Oh, but I did do some research during the intermission, and my heart is broken to report that these bobbleheads of Nancy Faust are only going for about $45.
Oh, wow. So we should get one, though.
I know. Oh yeah, there weren't many available. This was recent sales. Oh, but there is one available still in the box, $45.
Dang. I mean, it's kind of worth it. Does the bobblehead have an organ?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and she's got her hand up waving,
Aw,
sitting at the bobblehead.
that's fucking great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listeners, if we do acquire it, we will talk about it on a future episode. We'll post pics.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. You know, with this electronic bay, anything can happen.
Oh, more E.
That's right.
More E.
Leading with the E. And that was the MouthGarf Report. You ready to play a game?
Sure am.
Great. It's time to play I See What You Did There.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
Yes.
Since I'm the player, it's my
I
walk
love
up.
it. Here you are. Batting first, and I see what you did there. Kelly Attaway. Way.
That's me.
That was Stadium Echo I was doing. Was that fun?
I was transported just like that scene in Sinners.
Excellent. You were literally transported into a burning baseball stadium. Okay. Number one. These are all going to be baseball and or music related.
Oh, okay.
With there's some fun overlap. I think you're going to do fine.
Okay.
Number one. After a pitcher throws a fourth ball, you might hear "These Boots Are Made for Walkin'," as sung by this famous daughter of a Rat Pack member. Mm-hmm. And this is a woman who believes in and practices classical, air quotes, gender roles, and may choose to take a homemaking role within their marriage, while also being a lifestyle influencer who posts incessantly on TikTok and Instagram.
Nancy Sinatra wife.
Nancy Sinatra wife. You see what I did there? Boom.
Nice.
Very nice. These boots are made for hand making cereal every morning for my children. Number two. In 1985, John Fogerty, formerly of Creedence Clearwater Revival, released this hit song about the middlemost outfield position that features the lyrics, "Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today." And this is a 1989 sports fantasy drama film starring Kevin Costner, where we learned, if you build it, they will come.
Center Field of Dreams.
Center Field of Dreams. You see what I did there?
Yay! Hooray!
Very nice. Yes. Classic Fogerty song.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I was
Field
like,
of Dreams.
Don't know what position it's about, but I do know that part of the song.
Yeah. Middlemost outfield position. That was the only way I could say center field without saying it.
Well, and the great part is I was not confident that center field was a position, so I didn't even recognize that as a clue.
I love that you got it anyway.
Hooray!
Yeah. Center field's a fun position to play. I liked center field when I had a chance. I played a lot of left and right also, and third base. And a little bit of shortstop.
Hell yeah. You're just a jack of all trades.
Everywhere. I was a utility player. In that I could be utilized many places, but I wasn't very good. Okay, number 3. This is a subspecies of leaf-nosed bats, currently found in Central and South America. Their food source is the blood of other animals, a dietary trait called hematophagy. And players, and anyone seeking entertainment, can use these indoor facilities, outfitted with pitching machines, to hone their skills hitting a baseball.
Vampire batter's cage?
Vampire batting cage, yeah. You see what
batting
I did there?
Cage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. Vampire batting
Thanks.
cage. Hell yeah. Look at how great you're doing. Look at this.
Thanks.
Look at this.
I'm only a little sweaty.
It glistens. You glisten.
Oh, thanks.
Number four. The Boys of Summer is a love song that loosely references baseball players by Don Henley, drummer for this band most hated by the dude, Jeffrey Lebowski. And this is a vintage term for an outfielder that sounds like someone doing military reconnaissance or the first name of a precocious protagonist of To Kill a Mockingbird.
The Eagle Scout?
The Eagle Scout. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Boom. You're so fast. This is so fast.
Today, we got my E up
That's right. you saved all your E for now when you needed
for
it.
this.
You got ready.
Yeah, it just took the whole show.
Yeah. Okay, number 5. This is the last one.
Whoa. Sorry, mouse just jumped onto the table behind me.
Hey, it was great. I saw a little tail floof.
Yep,
Perfect.
Yep, that's him.
Number 5. If the defense manages to get all 3 outs in the course of a single play, it's called this. And this human-free keyboard instrument has a pneumatic or electromechanical mechanism that operates the action using perforated paper or metallic rolls, and newer ones use MIDI.
Okay, that's a player
It
piano.
sure is.
What was the first? All 3?
If the defense
Something-
gets all 3 outs in the course of a single play.
I got nothing.
Well, if you, what comes after double?
Oh, a triple?
Yeah, okay.
So it's a triple player
It
piano?
is a triple player piano. You see what I did
Okay.
there? A triple play is when you get all 3 outs in a single
Oh, okay.
play. Yeah, player
Okay.
piano. Player piano.
That one I know.
Woo! You did it.
Hooray!
And now it's time to talk Debs.
How many Debs? How many Debs? How many Debs? How many Debs?
Debs.
There's kind of an organy song that Michael J. O'Connor gave us. For How
Yeah.
Many Debs. It's got organ vibes. What are you gonna give? What are you gonna give this amazing story of Nancy Faust?
Well, Nancy gets 5 Debs.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm realizing I should have asked you this question earlier. What is the experience of going to a baseball game and hearing so many songs without hearing them conclude? Because I feel like it could be irritating.
It depends on the song. Yeah. Sometimes
It depends on the
there
song,
There are
okay.
some where, they will do the da 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 da. They'll do build-ups.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll
Yeah.
just cut that off before the build-up fully happens. But often it's
Okay.
because the crowd's not getting fully into it, so they kind of like
Oh,
roll it back.
sure. Low E.
Low
Step
E.
it back.
Yeah. I always love it because I'm actually there for the baseball too, so it's not a bother.
Right,
It's just
yeah.
like, oh cool, I'm
Okay,
getting it's like getting I won't say sprinkles because sprinkles suck. They're not particularly enjoyable added to a cupcake or something, but it's that sort of thing. It's like, oh, there's
Got
like
it.
chocolate chips in my cookie. Cool.
Okay,
it's not a
okay,
whole chocolate
okay.
bar, but it's a chip, and I'm still
But they're
having
little
fun.
treats.
Yeah.
Okay. Then good. I think I can give it all 5 stars.
Perfect. Yeah, I give Nancy 5 stars, of course. Like Nancy
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
one of the Debs.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say remove any of the Debs to put Nancy in there, but I would say like just add Nancy to the Debs.
additive. Yeah. Hell yeah, Nancy.
Like, Nancy is a
Hell
Deb.
yeah, Nancy.
No problem.
At least in my heart, she is.
Yeah. And this story is fascinating. Like I said, I mean, I've loved baseball for pretty much all of my life. Like I don't know, I was probably 9 or 10 when I really got interested in baseball, and then the Rockies became a team, and when I was 12, and then it's just kind of been the rest is history. I played a lot in Little League and in middle and high school and everything. So getting this portion of baseball history, where baseball has such a rich history anyway, and then to find out
Right,
like, oh,
yeah.
you didn't even know that there's this one amazing organist, and she came up with this idea that like, what if the game was like fun in a new way that was actually engaging?
Right.
You know what I mean? And not just for somebody who's willing to like sit with the scoring sheet and write down like, oh, that was a
Right.
6-4-3 double play, and I'm gonna mark that. You know,
She was like, I don't know from baseball, but I know from music.
that's right. And we got something that's even better. We got Muse Ball.
Yeah.
Basic.
Basic.
So yeah, 5 depths. Definitely 5 depths.
Hell yeah.
Listeners, on our next episode, you get excited. We are going to have a very special guest to come in to talk about the film Spirited Away. What was the first tier, Kelly?
Yeah, I could see that you forgot.
I totally did.
So it's the first animated film to win an Oscar. Or no, it's the first anime film to win Best Animated Feature
Right.
at the Oscars. Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, we're going to talk about a classic Miyazaki Studio Ghibli film, Spirited Away. Fucking rules. Kelly, have you seen Spirited Away already?
No, not yet.
Holy
I'm really
shit,
excited.
oh my God.
I know. I'm
I
excited.
think you're going to love it.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
And here's what I'm going to say. If you liked that sequence in Sinners, where time seems to
Yeah.
overlap itself, like Spirited Away is going to give you lots of E.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is wonderful. Beautiful movie. So much fun. So yeah, we'll have a great time doing that with your friend Matt, who will be our guest on the show. If you like the podcast, listeners, we encourage you to rate, review, and subscribe. Go to Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. Tell us what your walk-up song would be, please. Also,
Yeah.
email us, debutbuddies@gmail.com. Tell us what your walk-up song would be. Maybe we'll make a little Spotify playlist of all of our walk-up songs.
Oh, yeah. That'd
And
be
then we
fun.
can put it out there, and we'll all know. And then we can like listen to it and think about, oh, this is me walking up to do a podcast, or this is this person going to, let's say they're going to do some like aerial sort of acrobatic practice. Like that's one of our listeners. I don't need to name names, but I'm saying like maybe this could be something where we could connect. Maybe you're booting up Legend of Zelda. What are you playing when you do that? I want to hear. We want to know. We want to know from you. If you like the music that we have on this show, it's made by a person. His name is Michael J. O'Connor. And you can check out his music with his new band, The Cold Family, by going to Michael J. O'Connor and the Cold Family.bandcamp.com.
Good job.
Yeah, I know. I
Good
got it. It's
job.
in there now. It's in there. It's stuck in the noodle.
Hell yeah.
If you want to read some books, and when you think about it, like books are kind of music that you read with your imagination, because there's rhythm to sentences. Don't deny it.
True.
You hear what I'm doing right now. There's all sorts of something variations.
Pitches, tones, etc.
Yes. Yeah, if you want to read books, go to readspaceboy.com. We've got almost 70 books. Well,
That's
you
wild.
you'd have to read 10 a day to read them in a week. You can't do that. I mean, I guess
Or if you
could.
can, let us know.
Yeah. First person read 10 books in a day. With no substantiation of any kind. It's just you're coming on the show.
I really meant let us know how much you liked them.
Oh, well, that too. Yes, please.
Debutbuddies@gmail.com.
Yeah, please also let us know. So yeah, we will return. We're going to come back. We're going to spirit you away. But for right now, I think it's time to grab your last beer, get up, stretch your arms out, and sing a song.
You can get anything you want at Alice's
Dude.
restaurant.
Yoha.
Yo-ha.
Bye, buddies.